Malaysia has suffered its worst economic contraction in over 2 decades. The economy contracted 17.1% in the second quarter, coronavirus lockdown measures and a collapse in global trade taking their toll. But the central bank is cautiously optimistic that the economy is poised to recover in the current quarter as restrictions are eased. Melissa Go explains.
It was the first economic contraction since the 2009 global financial crisis and the steepest since the Asian financial turmoil in 1998. For the first half of the year, Malaysia's economy shrank by 8.3%. At the virtual news conference to unveil the GDP numbers, Bank Negara Governor Nur Syamsiah Yunus blamed the strict containment measures against COVID-19 pandemic that went on longer than expected.
We assumed 4 weeks of MCO. However, the MCO lasted for an additional 3 weeks until 3rd of May. So while this was key in containing the outbreak, the extension of strictly enforced mobility restrictions had resulted in a larger than anticipated impact on economic output.
The lockdown in April saw almost zero activities in manufacturing, construction and services sectors. Now, the only sector that registered a slight growth is agriculture. Palm oil production went up 7% in the second quarter. While the central bank expects a full-year contraction of between 3.5% and 5.5%, the governor is nevertheless optimistic that the worst may be over.
In our assessment, the worst was in April, and that is behind us, with the economy poised for a recovery. For 2021, the growth of the Malaysian economy is projected to rebound to between plus 5.5% to 8%. So the positive turnaround will be underpinned by an upturn in both external and domestic demand.
Now, barring a second wave of infection, Bank Negara is hoping for a V-shaped recovery. Now, with inflation historically low at below 0.5% this year, many are expecting the central bank to lower interest rate for the 5th time by 25 basis points to 1.5% this year in order to boost the economy. Now, while an eventual return of foreign tourists would be a welcome cheer. Melissa Go, CNA, Kuala Lumpur.